Let's take one example on superposition theorem. Find current Ix using superposition theorem. This is the given circuit. Here Ix is the current which flows through 4 ohm resistor. In this circuit we are having one dependent source and two independent sources. 20 volt is an independent source, 5 amp is an independent current source, 2 Ix is current dependent voltage source. It is dependent on the current Ix, where Ix is current through 4 ohm resistor. We are supposed to calculate Ix using superposition theorem. We know the principle of superposition theorem. To find current Ix using superposition theorem, we are supposed to consider one source at a time. So here we have two independent sources. Among two independent sources, we are supposed to consider one independent source at a time. We should not disturb the dependent source. The dependent source should be kept as it is. So now we'll consider 20 volt source alone. Consider 20 volt source alone. I'll draw the circuit. So the 5 amp current source is open circuited. Therefore 5 amp current source is open circuited. So now this 5 amp will be open circuited, so ignore that. I'll connect 2 ohm resistor and the dependent source should kept as it is. We should not disturb the dependent source. Now I'll assume that the current through 4 ohm resistor as which is part of the current, that is Ix1. So let's calculate Ix1 first. So there is only one loop. We'll apply KVL to this loop, assuming that the same current Ix1 is flowing in this circuit. I'll start from the voltage source 20. When the current through 4 ohm resistor is Ix1, the current dependent voltage source, its value will also become Ix1. So I can write, apply KVL to this loop, I can write 20 is equal to 4 Ix1 plus 2 Ix1. There is a voltage source, that is 2 Ix1. Simplifying this, I can write 20 is equal to 4 plus 2 plus 2, that is 8 Ix1. Therefore Ix1 is equal to 20 by 8, 2.5 amps. So 2.5 amps is the current flows through 4 ohm resistor when 20 volt source is considered alone. I'll call it as equation number 1. So now we'll consider consider 5 amp source alone. Therefore 20 volt source will be short circuited. If there is a voltage source, the voltage source should be made 0 by short circuiting. Current source should be made 0 by open circuiting. So 20 volt source is short circuited. Therefore I'll redraw the circuit here. So this 20 volt source is short circuited. This is 4 ohm resistor. Now I'll assume current through this 4 ohm resistor is Ix2, that is the current obtained by considering another source alone. 5 amp source I'll connect as it is. This is 5 amp source and 2 ohms will be kept as it is, and dependent source should be kept as it is, that is 2. As current through 4 ohm resistor is now Ix2, we supposed to consider it as Ix2. Now we'll try to analyze this circuit and try to find current Ix2. So now we know that there is a current source between two loops. Anyhow, in this loop current Ix2 is flowing, and we'll assume current through this is something, say I. Therefore now I can write, suppose this is branch AB. Here 5 amp current is flowing from B to A. Current Ix2 is flowing from A to B, whereas current I is also flowing from A to B. Therefore I can say phi u is equal to minus of Ix2 plus I, because 5 amp current source is opposite to these two directions, so it is minus Ix2 plus I. I'll simplify this. Phi u is equal to minus Ix2 minus I call it as equation 1. Now I apply KVL to the entire loop, that is known as super loop. Say this is CD, this is E and F. Apply KVL to super loop C A E F B D C. Therefore I can write, so there is a voltage source in this loop. I'll start from the voltage source to avoid the confusion. So here the voltage source value is 2Ix2 is equal to, now move along with the direction of current, that is 2I. Then current flows through EA branch, then through AC branch, then through CD branch. Therefore in voltage across now 4 ohm resistor is minus 4 Ix2, because now we are moving in this direction, but current Ix2 is opposite to our direction, so we supposed to take minus, therefore it is minus 4 Ix2. We'll simplify this, that is 0 is equal to 2I minus 4Ix2. When I take this 2Ix2 on right hand side, it will become minus, so it will be added up, that is minus 6Ix2. That is 0 is equal to minus 6Ix2 plus 2I. We'll call it as equation number 2. Now solving equation 1 and 2, we'll solve for Ix2 and I. So keep the value, there are two unknowns. Coefficient of Ix2 is here minus 1, coefficient of I is minus 1. Here the value of current is phi u. In another equation, coefficient of Ix2 is minus 6, coefficient of I is 2, and value on left hand side is 0, which is equal to, therefore Ix2 is equal to minus 1.25 and I is equal to minus 3.75. Ix2 is second current. So now according to superposition theorem, the total current flows through 4 ohm resistor is the current obtained by considering 20 volt source alone, that is 2.5, plus the current flows through 4 ohm resistor considering another current source alone, that is minus 1.25. Therefore according to superposition theorem, total current Ix is equal to Ix1 plus Ix2. Therefore Ix is equal to 2.5 minus 1.25. 1.25 which is equal to 1.25 amps. So finally 1.25 amps of current flows through one 4 ohm resistor in the given circuit. Thank you for watching.